Hello everyone. Today we're going to learn how to create an amazing 3D text animation like this in After Effects. First, create a new composition. Set the width to 2560 pixels, the height to 1440 pixels, and the frame rate to 30 frames per second. You can choose the duration and background color according to your preference. Next, go to the timeline, right-click, and select New, then Solid. Rename this layer BG. You can choose any background color you like, but I'm going to use something like this. After that, select the text tool and don't forget to turn on the title/action safe guides. Now click inside the composition and type your text. Next, adjust the size of the text and align it to the center of the composition. Next, duplicate the text layer and type your new text. Then, adjust its position until it looks right in the composition. Duplicate the text layer as many times as you need and type your desired text into each layer. Next, choose any colors you like. I'm picking my colors from Color Hunt and applying them to the text layers. Next, right-click in the timeline, go to New, and select Null Object. Rename the Null Object Controller. Then, enable the 3D layer switch for the controller and all the text layers. Next, use the Parent and Link option to parent the animation layer to the text layer. Then parent the text layer to the Creative 3D layer, and finally parent the Creative 3D layer to the controller layer. Next, select the controller layer and press R to reveal its rotation properties. Then do the same for all the text layers. Next, hold down the Alt key and click the stopwatch next to the text layer's X rotation property. Then, use the expression pick whip to link it to the controller layer's X rotation. In the same way, link the text layer's Y rotation to the controller layer's Y rotation. Repeat the same process for all the remaining text layers, linking each layer's X and Y rotation properties to the corresponding rotation properties of the controller layer. Now, when we adjust the X and Y rotation values of the controller layer, all the text layers will rotate together, creating an effect that looks like this. Next, we'll add a series of keyframes to create a smooth bouncing motion. Set the first keyframe to 40 degrees, the second to -20, the third to 10, the fourth to -5, the fifth to 2.5, and the sixth to -1. Finally, add one last keyframe and set its value to 0. In the same way, add keyframes to the Y rotation property. I'm going to use a set of values like this to create motion in the opposite direction. Next, select all the keyframes and apply Easy Ease to make the animation smoother. Finally, move the Y rotation keyframes a few frames forward to offset their timing. And now our animation is ready. If you want to give the text more depth, create a new camera layer. I'm going to use a 15mm camera. Then select the text layers, open Geometry Options, and set the extrusion depth to 30. You can adjust the remaining settings to your preference. I'm going to use something like this. You can adjust the lighting, camera angle, and reflections however you like. I'm going to use settings like these. If you're following along, watch the video carefully and match the values shown on the screen. Now repeat the same process for all the remaining text layers. After that, we'll create a new environment light and apply an HDRI of our choice. Then we'll adjust the light settings until the result looks good. You can customize the lighting according to your scene and personal preference. For more tutorials like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And for the latest updates, follow GlowLightPixel on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.